It's not the truth that people want to hear. But just because they don't want to hear doesn't make it not true. I will let you know the truths in the gay world, that is, later. I'm 25, fit and good looking. That's not being big-headed, that's just facts. I'm on various apps in order to meet up with other guys for sex, or as others like to call them, dating apps. Now, I'm very clear on the types of guys that I want to meet, so in my age group, so 20 to 30 years old and gym fit, no chubbies. Yet, despite this, I constantly get messages from guys in their 50s. I mean, how is twice my age in my age group? Why can't they read? And the fatties who contact me, the guys who've only exercised their jaws for years and years, they've shoveled food into their fat faces. I'm not mean though. I mean, if I receive a message from a guy saying, "You're really handsome," or something along those lines, then I will respond with a thank you. I'm not going to meet them because at the end of the day, they shouldn't even be on the app. I mean, let's face it, if you're 50 and still single, then you should get a cat or a dog and hide away in your home and leave the fucking to the young guys. You know, or someone should create an app for OAGs, old age gays. I mean, yeah, there are some guys in their 50s who've maintained a pretty impressive gym fit physique, and I guess we should make an exception for them. But then it's all getting very confusing. It was about 3 weeks ago when I had that light bulb moment. I suddenly realised what I had to do, what it was my duty to do. I won't get ahead of myself though. So it's 3 weeks ago and I get a message from this guy who in the gay world would call himself a bear, but in the straight world it would just be called fat. I look at his message, picture and details, and I just think to myself, you poor fucker. Desperate, lonely, sad, unloved. Then I thought, I'm feeling pity for this guy because I'm a compassionate person. Maybe I should chat to him and arrange to meet. So it's a couple of hours later and I've made the arrangements with him and I'm knocking at his front door. He answers the door. "Hello. You found me no problem then?" I look at the mobile phone in my hand, you know, the device that has Google Maps on it? Well, yeah. He steps aside, lets me in and guides me towards the bedroom, opens the door. "This is the bedroom?" Yeah, I look at him as if like, "Are you okay, mate?" Sort of questioning look on my face, like I'm being cute. Like I'm teasing in a very sort of sweet way. "Yes, sorry, it's pretty obvious." Yeah, it's kind of why I came over. "Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I haven't been on the app in quite some time." Okay. "You're the first guy I've hooked up with in quite a while." Okay. I never imagined that you'd message me back, or I thought you'd think I was too old, like way too old. I strip off my t-shirt, throw it to the floor and gently stroke my chest with one hand in a way that I know is supremely sexy. It's fun to watch his greedy eyes taking in my flesh. It's always a bit strange. The first moment you meet someone new. It doesn't matter how often you do it or how many guys you hook up with. I slip off my trainers and pull my jeans down and remove them and throw them on top of the t-shirt. This helps. Stripping off quickly. Kissing. Feeling each other's bodies. I'm standing in my underwear. I've chosen the pair of pants I'm wearing because I know how hot I look in them. They outline my bulge to perfection. The old fat guy starts to take off his clothes and I go into full acting mode. I'm saying like, "Oh yeah, looking great, man. Oh, you're so hot. I can't wait to fuck you hard." I don't think I've ever seen anything less sexy in my life. Watching a post-mortem, a bloody disgusting post-mortem with the person cutting up the bodies, eating the organs, would be sexier than watching this lump of lard get undressed. I mean, the poor slob probably usually sits down to take off his trousers. I have to complete my task quickly. I don't want this to last long. I push this piece of meat down onto the bed and get on top of him and kiss him and reach down for his cock. It's not a bad cock. That's at least one blessing. I close my eyes and imagine the cock is attached to a young, hot, gym-fit guy. I'm hard. I pull his underwear off and slip mine off almost simultaneously. It's a skill. I'm pretty much a slut, so it's a skill I learned a long time ago. Look, I'm feeling pretty queasy just at the memory of fucking him, so I'll leave that to your imagination, but suffice it to say that I fucked him hard and he loved it. We're laying next to one another, and I've been cuddling up and making him feel special. You know, it's important to me that he feels happy and relaxed and that he trusts me. I've been chatting to him softly and tenderly and occasionally kissing him on the lips and winking at him. Eventually I say, "Where's the kitchen, babe? I'll get a glass of water for us."
"Oh, I'll go and get it."
"Ah, babe, I want you to just lie there and relax. And if this is going to be a regular thing, I want to get to know where things are." It's perfect. These words have plastered such a happy smile across his face. I return from the kitchen and gently knock on the bedroom door before entering. "Hey, babes." The affectionate use of the word babe has really reeled him in. "Close your eyes and open your mouth. I've got a surprise for you." I peek my head around the corner. Eyes tightly closed. He has his eyes closed and his mouth open and he's giggling like a little child that's playing a wonderful game. I reach the bed and kiss him, gently biting his lower lip. He groans, the sound of pleasure. I think his eyes flicker slightly open as the hand holding the knife plunges down and the knife slices into his body. I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not proud of my actions. It was a bloody mess. I hadn't prepared properly or given it enough thought. He was able to raise his hands to defend himself. The knife ended up slashing his arms, his face, his body, before I was able to slice at his neck, but still without ending his life. Eventually I just lost it and started to scream and shout as I brutally knifed him over and over again. I have no idea at what point he died, and I just wasted energy continuing to bludgeon him. The positive thing, though, is that we always learn from our mistakes. I had such regrets. Because I completely fucked up. I gave this guy an amazing final hour. He had sex with someone who was completely out of his league. You have to realise that was like winning the lottery for him. And then I fucked it up by not completing a swift and clean kill. His last memory wasn't of having sex with a sexy young hot guy. His last memory was of a knife cutting him over and over. I'm a big-hearted guy, and I will have to live with that regret for the rest of my life. I knew it couldn't happen again. The next kills had to be planned and clean. I had to experiment with drugs. I googled about arteries and the best place on the body for the first cut of the knife. It was probably kill 8 before I managed to perfect the kill. I kept busy, always finding the next victim, the next man requiring salvation. I always analysed the kill afterwards and learned from my mistakes. I was dedicated to becoming the perfect killer, the perfect saviour. The truth that I spoke about at the beginning. The truth, you see, the truth in the gay world is that we're only interested in beauty, and this beauty is almost 100% youth. These old gay men whose best years are behind them, they're not happy. I'm thrilled that I'm able to give them that last shot of happiness, that last incredible high before I end their lives. Their death is so positive and great. That is the gift that I'm giving. And God is protecting me from discovery because of the blessing that I'm bringing to this world. I've killed 23 fat old men now. The youngest was 47 and the oldest was 68. They're in a better place, and I helped them to escape their misery. More than one told me, as they lay in my arms, that in bars young guys just look through them like they don't exist. What more proof do you need that I'm doing good work? The police haven't even investigated me. That is how protected I am. The thing that I can't understand is the blood. Every day the blood from the men that I've saved begins to pour down the walls of my flat. It drenches the walls, and as I reach out and touch the blood, the man whose blood it is enters my flat. They stand before me, the cut and bloody body. And I know what I have to do. I strip and take them in my arms. I make love to this dead, cold, bloody corpse. The duty has to continue. I have to continue to fuck them until they are completely satisfied. I don't complain. I see the blood all the time. It covers my body. God spoke to me, so I know what I'm doing is right. He told me that he made gay men in his image. They should always be fit and attractive. The gym should be their temple. The killing of the unattractive, overweight old gay men is carrying out the Lord's work. The blood on my body is showing my goodness. It allows the light of God to shine from me. Let me reach out and touch the blood on the walls. Let me taste it. I've grown to love the taste. I've grown to love welcoming back my victims. I know that you can see them. 3 of them are here waiting for their saviour to take them to a heavenly orgasm. They will eventually reach heaven and see the face of God. At this point, they will have achieved the beauty of their youth again. They will never wear clothes again because they have reached perfection and God will approve. I have made a promise to God that I will always remain lean and gym fit. I have promised that I will take my life on my 50th birthday. I will continue to remove people's unhappiness for as long as I can. I'm on every one of the gay dating apps. And I promise that I will bring as many of the oldies to their ideal perfection as I can. I will bring them happiness again! The more I kill, the more the blood pours down my walls. I will eventually be swimming in the blood of the men that I've saved. I can always see the blood. I'm proud of my work. I'm proud to do my duty. I'm proud to be your saviour. I can always take on more blood. If you're ever online and nearby, make sure to message me. I'll give you the night of your life. A night to remember.